What did he have to say? Give us some detail.
Well, just to be clear, I didn't speak with him. He sent a letter to the board this morning, and he had some pretty strong thoughts on the deal. In particular, he said it didn't make any strategic or financial rationale, and that it was simply about empire building and entrenching the current CEO, Greg Hayes.
In terms of the bigger picture story here, we've now got a number of activists that have a concern. How are they going to be heard, I guess, is the question. This deal, and I've spoken to a number of executives on this, this deal is seen as being a play on bigger is better. It's a play on trying to extract more revenue from the OEMs. It's a play on trying to make the supply chain deliver much, much more for investors. Do we think that this is going to have a meaningful effect?
Well, look, I think, as you said, there have been two prominent activists that have come forward. Obviously, Bill Ackman's Pershing Square is invested in the stock, and Dan Loeb did come out against it today. And so the size for size argument is actually the issue for them, because they don't think that this makes strategic sense, and they think that they're simply just doing it for size and scale. And they don't think that that's the right rationale for it. More than that, they think that what they're doing is using United Technologies shares at a time when they're at a lower value than they should be trading at once they're actually separated from the rest of the businesses. So it's not just about timing, but it's also about strategic and financial rationale. Now, neither of them hold a gigantic stake in the company, but these guys often influence things outside of their economic exposure to it. So,
okay, if we were to see Boeing, if we were to see Airbus coming out and saying they have issues with this, that would obviously have a meaningful impact. Are they putting pressure elsewhere other than simply talking to the companies?
See, I don't think generally there's much of a regulatory risk around this transaction. I think most analysts kind of agree, because they don't have overlapping businesses. So there isn't much of a regulatory risk, and it's possible, of course, Boeing or Airbus comes out against this. But I think the biggest threat to this is actually the shareholders not supporting the transaction. And I think that that's what the real threat is here.